Hello, everyone. Welcome to our followers in Facebook, LinkedIn, and in YouTube. Welcome to BMEC and Healing from Home live webinar. Make every day Christmas for your legs. By the way, for those who don't know me yet, I'm Emilu, or you can call me EMS for short. I'm the product specialist of BMEC and Healing from Home. Why we are here? Because we want to share. We want you to know how to take care of your legs and why it's very important to take care of your legs, especially for those working long night duty, especially for those frontliners, all day standing and also working in the hawker center. It is very important to take care of our legs and to prevent DVT. That's why I'm here to discuss about deep vein thrombosis. And I invited our guest speaker all the way from UK. Later, he's going to discuss the ranges of compression socks and stockings from FitLegs. But before I start the DVT or deep vein thrombosis and how are we going to prevent it, I would like to invite all the viewers stand a chance to win. You see so cute this reindeer limited edition of FitLegs. You see how cute it is. You just have to comment on the section and the chat section and ask questions, and you will have the chance to win this so cute reindeer edition of FitLegs. I have all this. If you want to buy, okay, if you want to buy for yourself, for your friends, for your relatives this Christmas season, it's time, because from today, December 12, up to end of December 31st, we'll be giving away 23% discount on our Healing from Home platform. So go and check on our online store with this 23% discount. Key in HNF-happy-23, and you will see all these beautiful socks that we have in store for you. Okay? For those also who are watching in nursing homes, all the admins, nurse administrators, HR of the company, please scan. If you want to buy bulk orders, we will give you discount. You want to see all the ranges also, you can visit our showroom, and also we will give you a good price. Okay, so don't be shy, scan and see how beautiful and how beneficial are compression socks and stockings. So now, without further ado, I would like to start and sharing with you regarding deep vein thrombosis. Have you heard about deep vein thrombosis? DVT, we call it DVT. It is a medical condition wherein it occurs and blood clot formation. It is in your deep vein. It is very, very painful. And not only that, having deep vein thrombosis is very fatal. It can cause a serious problem, and it can travel all the way to your lungs and can lead to pulmonary embolism. But we should find out. Next slide, please. Yes, you see the normal and with the deep vein thrombosis formation. So as you can see, the deep vein thrombosis, the normal anatomy of a leg compared to the blood clot formation of this deep vein. You can see the difference already, and it can travel up to the lungs. This is how you can see the difference. There would be swelling, cramping, and even affected area will feel so warm. Okay, so these are the symptoms that you may experience also. Next slide, please. There would be asymmetrical edema. When you say edema, accumulation of fluid. One leg, asymmetrical in one leg. Next will be calf swelling. You also experience cramping and localized pain. And there would be a changes in color. It depends on your skin type. And lastly, you can feel the warmth on the affected area. But how can we treat? And first is who are at risk of deep vein thrombosis. For those who are ages 60 years old, be very careful, okay? And to anyone who got history of deep vein thrombosis, anyone undergoing surgery, major surgery, can also be at risk of deep vein thrombosis. And anyone who are immobile or temporarily have decreased mobility. So be very careful on this because it can lead to, we don't know, but it can lead to deep vein thrombosis. Okay, but how are we going to treat? Or how this is to lifestyle changes to prevent deep vein thrombosis. If you are obese, please lose weight. You should quit smoking. And if you are having a high blood pressure, you must lower down your blood pressure first. And then you should be avoiding sitting long period of time. And of course, don't be sedentary. You should exercise, be active, walk, or have a simple walking or run. Okay? And this is where we encourage you wearing a graduated compression socks, especially now that the COVID is now locked and then we can travel. You will have long travel period, right? So I encourage you to wear compression socks when you're traveling overseas. And of course, you must drink a lot of fluids. This is how we can prevent DVT. It's very short and I hope you learn from it. And now I finished my slides. It's very fast. But why I'm excited is that I'm going to invite all the way from UK. He is the marketing manager of GNN Fit Legs. He's all the way from UK and it's very early. I heard it's 8 o'clock in the morning. In Singapore is 4 p.m. But he said yes to join us and to share more about the benefits and the importance of using compression socks and stacking. I'm excited. Let's call in Robbie Butler, our guest speaker. Yay! How are you, Robbie? Have you had your coffee?
I am. I have my coffee ready. I'm ready to go. Thank you so much for inviting me on.
Okay, thank you so much, Robbie. Then share about fit legs and compression socks. Take it away.
Thank you so much, everybody. I'm really excited to share a bit about our Fit Legs compression sock range. So, first of all, who is GNN Medical? So, I work for GNN Medical and we've been in partnership with BMEC for a number of years now. We're a medical device manufacturer and distributor based in the UK. So we have a long-standing supply. We're a long-standing supplier to the NHS and to our international partners across the world for over 40 years. And our specialty sits within the deep vein thrombosis prevention space. So we have a number of products that sit within that space. And we are market leaders in the UK with our Fit Legs anti-embolism stocking range, which we're going to talk about today. So what are Fit Legs anti-embolism stockings and how do they work? So they work the same as other anti-embolism stocking products. They have a very specific graduated compression profile, which helps to prevent against deep vein thrombosis. So that graduated compression starts smaller at the ankle starts larger at the ankle and slowly decreases as it goes up the leg. And when you have a pair of those stockings applied, that will then prevent the valve cusps inside of the vein from closing and will facilitate blood flow up the legs. So the products, the anti-embolism stockings, they conform to what's called the Seagal's profile. This is a study that was conducted to test the best levels of compression for reducing the amount of, or for increasing the amount of blood flow and reducing venous stasis. And we're going to talk a little bit more about the next slide. So how do they work? As we say, as you can see in this graphic here, without the stocking, the valve cusps in the vein are closed, and then with the graduated compression, that allows for the valve cusp to open and increase that blood flow and push it back up to the heart for those people that, as Em said, are at risk of deep vein thrombosis. So what specific compression levels do the anti-embolism stockings have? So at the ankle, you have a specific compression of 18 millimeters of mercury. And as that goes up to the calf, it's slightly decreased to 14 millimeters of mercury. And then just below the knee, 8. And then if you're wearing a thigh length product, because we have the below knee and also the thigh length product, then you're going to be having a lower thigh level of 10 millimeters of mercury and upper thigh level of 8 millimeters of mercury. So our USPs for our FitLegs anti-embolism stockings. So we use a DuaFit technology in stitching and the manufacturing of our anti-embolism stockings. What this does is it allows a larger two-way stretch, so a stretch outwards and a stretch upwards. So it's a larger two-way stretch, which then means that we can have significantly fewer sizes and measurements within our range while still fitting a really large range of patients. So there's some benefits that come along with this, and we're going to talk about those in a little bit more detail. So inventory stock reduction. So for hospitals that are taking on our anti-embolism stockings and treating for patients, because we have fewer amounts of sizes in the range, that means that there's a reduction of inventory for those hospitals. There's only 6 sizes within our below knee range and 4 sizes within our thigh length range, which cover an extremely large range of patients and size legs. In comparison to, for example, the head stockings, they have 12 sizes across the 2 leg lengths in the below knee range and 18 sizes across 3 leg lengths in the thigh length range. So there's a significant difference from the amount of products that's needed to fit a similar range of patients. Meaning that if you switch to FitLegs AES, then that reduction in inventory level would be 66%, if you change fully over from AES to the FitLegs range. This reduction in inventory stock also saves a significant amount of cash that's tied up in stock, because not all of those 18 sizes across the different leg lengths will be regularly used. So with our measuring system, we have quite a unique measuring system. There's fewer measurements required in the fitting process of the stockings than any of its competitors. So only one ankle circumference measurement that's taken 2 finger widths above the ankle bone is required for fitting a below knee FitLeg stocking. So one circumference measurement with a tape measure, and then you will know which product that you need to be fitted with. And then if you were putting on a thigh length product, there's one additional thigh circumference check which is required for a thigh length product. When looking at in a hospital setting, this helps to reduce nursing time in hospitals and makes that fitting process more accurate, with less room for human error that comes with multiple different measurements. So really simplifying the process. Excuse me. So our other benefits, we have color coding and patient compliance. So our range has a universal color-coded sizing system, and that translates through from the packaging, from the inspection hole that's on the bottom of the stocking, and the tape measure that's used to fit the stocking, completely eliminating any human error that could happen by fitting an incorrect size product onto a patient. With some of the competition, they have to have 2 separate sizing systems or color-coded sizing systems, one to differentiate between the size of the leg and the leg length measurement, and then one to differentiate from the calf circumference. And as we say, because our stockings have that larger 2-way stretch, that means that we don't then need to have the multiple measurements. We can have our one universal sizing system. Our products come in the anti-embolism stockings, they come in a teal color. We found that in the UK, this offered a much higher compliance with patients, and that teal was a very preferred color to white, and provides the same clinical benefits of showing up any bodily fluids that a healthcare professional might need to detect. But we also have the white range as well, in case that is something that people would like. So as I say, those features. So we have the DuaFit technology, which provides that two-way stretch for easier application. The sizes that we have within the range, for the baloney, we have the extra small, the medium, the large, the extra large, and the extra large. Now that makes up the full range of sizes for the baloney, and then for the thigh length products, we have a small, a medium, a large, and an extra large. And the other feature is obviously our colour coding, all the way through from the stocking, the measuring tape, and the packaging. Our teal colour, but we also have the white, the inspection hole as well. So this is for patients so that you can check for capillary refill and check for any pressure sores or anything around the foot, if for any patients that we're wearing in hospital. Available in the baloney and the thigh length, as we say, and that single ankle measurement. These products are also perfect for the graduated compression profile in it. It's perfect for increasing blood flow to the legs and helping to reduce the aches and pains that you might see from walking around and being on your feet all day. We also have we took some time and innovated into this product range by producing something called FitLegs AES Grip. Now this is an anti-embolism stocking that has a ergonomic grip sole on the bottom of the product. We manufactured this and innovated this design using lots of research and taking into account the main pressure points on the foot to make sure there's the maximum amount of grip and stiction to help from preventing any slips, trips and falls that may happen in a hospital setting. This grip design has also been placed around the edge of the foot to take into account any gates that might happen, or that a patient's foot might have any gaps underneath that won't be sticking to the floor. What this does for hospitals is that it eliminates the need for any extra grip socks to be put onto patients over the top of their stockings. So that reduces a cost there, and also the effective grip sole helps to reduce any incidences of slips, trips and falls in hospital settings, maximising patient safety. So why wear FitLegs? So our FitLegs products have been extremely popular with nurses and other healthcare staff for personal use at work whilst working long shifts on wards. As you work those tirelessly long shifts, night shifts, you're on your feet all day, right? So you're going to then have achy legs and painful legs towards the end of it. And that graduated compression profile in the stockings helps to reduce the amount of aches and pains that are felt in the legs after spending those hours on your feet. We're working in the UK to make FitLegs compression products part of the uniform in a variety of settings, not just in the hospital setting, but we believe that the health and wellness benefits for utilising everyday compression stockings or everyday compression stocks are massive. And we've seen some people that really have had their experience at work changed from using our products, and it's great to see. So now I'm going to move on to what we call the retail range. So we have our anti-embolism stockings, and then we also, from that, have developed a medical level compression range of products, and we put these in a retail space. So we obviously are market leaders in the UK for the anti-embolism stocking in a hospital setting, and we use that expertise to create a high quality range of retail compression socks. We have been growing and working with partners like BMEC to expand and introduce into markets across the world. So we have our FitLegs Sport and Recovery socks. So these come in multiple styles. We have two different themed styles that we're going to show at the end of this presentation. But as you can see here, we have the black and white products, which have that steel grey pattern, really sleek, beautiful feel to the material. These products come in a graduated compression of 18 to 24 millimeters of mercury. So they're a slightly higher level of compression than the anti-embolism stocking. There's a shock absorbent area on the heel and toe for maximum comfort. We have a breathable material to provide ventilation for users while they're working out, while they're exercising. So what's the need for these products? So whilst you're exercising or doing long distance cardiovascular exercise, there's a real benefit to having compression wearing compression products. It helps to increase that blood flow to the legs, which then helps to benefit from your performance. It means that more oxygen is running around your body, which helps with endurance. During the exercise, we also have a range of recovery socks as well. The products that we're bringing out are going to be bamboo, so they're going to be a really soft material. They're going to be a similar compression, and you would wear these after your workout, and you would wear these immediately afterwards to increase that blood flow. And what that will do is help to remove any lactic acid or any buildup of lactic acid after your workouts. And then you will stop to have what we call DOMS, delayed onset muscle soreness. So, if you go for a long run, you're going to wake up the next day and your calves are going to be really tight, you're going to be really sore. If you start to wear Fit Legs recovery socks after your workouts and after your long runs, then the amount of pain and after the next day is going to be reduced. So that's the kind of reason that you would wear compression socks during and after workouts for recovery. We then have our range of everyday and life products. So with our everyday ranges, the everyday range you can see in the top right corner here. So it's a beautiful cotton material, and we designed this product as a kind of sleek black product to go alongside any uniform restrictions or any limitations that there might be to the uniforms of people or of nurses that are working in hospitals. And then we have our really fun, really exciting life range, where you can see, and we have a number of different designs, but I've picked out the two designs for this slide that we made specifically for the nurses in the UK and across the world. So you can see our heartbeat design there. It's a really nice shade of navy with that blue trim there as well. And also our healthcare rainbow design we have here. So I don't know if it was the same for you guys, but in the pandemic in the UK, the rainbow became a sign of hope, a sign of community, and we wanted to bring out a product that kind of represented that as well. So there's 3 different sizes on the life products. There's a 3 to 6 to 6 to 9 and 9 to 12, or small, medium and large. We recommend that you would measure using the calf circumference measurements and the ankle circumference measurements that we have on our sizing tables. But all of these products are at a lower level of compression than the sport. So they're at 14 to 17 millimeters of mercury compression. So these are much similar to the anti-embolism stockings I was talking about at the beginning of the presentation. So what is the need for these products? So they help to prevent the increase of blood flow, helps to prevent achy and painful legs, ankles and feet, often caused by long periods of standing. This is why it's been so popular with the nurses in the UK. That increase of blood flow and the amount of time that they spend on their feet in shifts means that these products are really helpful. Hopefully we can help you guys as well. So increasing that blood flow to the legs also helps with the reduction of the prevention of deep vein thrombosis, for example, with what Emma was saying earlier on her slides. And that graduated compression can also help with you ever suffer from slight edema or swollen legs, ankles and feet. Having a graduated compression, compressing against that, helps to manage those symptoms and to reduce that amount of swelling. So our full range, I've kind of put this slide together so that you can see everything that we have to offer, and that BMEC have to offer through the Healing from Home platform. So we've got the Christmas robins that you can see there, the new design for this Christmas. We have the Fit Legs Life Healthcare Rainbow, which we just spoke about. We have our orange and grey pattern, our pink and white pattern that you can see there. And then we also have the red and blue skull design. We have our Christmas candy cane design and our Christmas reindeer design, which Ems was holding up at the beginning of the presentation. And we have our heartbeat design, which is specifically for nurses as well. Our sports, we have the premium sports socks that we brought out that I was talking about. These are the in both in black and white. They're a really sleek, really nice design. I use them a lot for my workouts, and they really, really help. We then have our sports blue, green, and also pink, and our everyday black. So that's the everyday product that we would suggest. If there was any limitations with uniform, then you would wear this one to work. So yeah, so that. Thank you very much for listening, and that covers the Fit Legs range. I'm now going to hand back to Ems, who is going to show a video of the people wearing.
Thank you, Robbie, for sharing the benefits of using compression socks and stockings and how it works also. Yes, and then we'll have prepared a video compilation reviews from our existing users and customers and valued clients. Let's watch it. Oh, that was so nice compilation video. Thank you, Yelin, our marketing, who done the compilation video. Okay, let me bring Robbie. Robbie, do you know that we have a lot of questions? I don't know if we have time. I don't know why suddenly a lot of questions. Is it because of you? You are the guest speaker. I don't know, but it's really a lot of questions. Maybe we can start to read some of the questions. Can we? Okay, this is from Annette Mangopua. I need to walk and stand long period at work. Need some tips to save my tired legs.
Fantastic. Well, that's the whole reason for these products. Having that everyday compression and graduated compression profiles, and wearing those whilst you're at work for long periods really helps to save those tired legs. And you'll feel more energized at the end of your shifts, and they really help to increase that blood flow and to stop any of those aches and pains.
Okay, Annette, hopefully Robbie was able to answer your questions and start buying your pair of Fit Legs every day. Okay, from Jessica Lee, is the socks free size?
So no, they're not free size. We have a sizing system that is used based on the ankle circumference measurement and the calf circumference measurement. So these are extremely important when you're looking to get your compression socks. And dependent on where you sit within the small, the medium, and the large sizes, that is where you're going to pick what product you're going to use, whether it's the small, medium, or large.
Okay, next question is, From Roslyn Phaeton, I bought FitLeg compression socks and it really helps me a lot with my workout. Thank you, Roslyn, for your beautiful feedback. Next, that's from Facebook, okay? Next question, Jessica Lee. I'm looking to buy one pair for my mother.
Great.
Great. So
Great.
you can go on to our online platform, online store, healingfromhome.com. Any more, Robbie?
No, I think that's fantastic. I think any of either the retail range or the AES range will be great to help with your mum.
For her mom, right? Okay. I've seen some people with obvious green and purple veins on their lower legs. Is this DVT? It's not DVT. It is varicose veins. Yes. So it's not DVT, it's a varicose veins. So you better start also to we're not going to remove your varicose veins, but it will help your varicose veins, I mean your tired legs, if you use an everyday socks also. Okay? But Annette Mango Pua, how do one get DVT? Of course, based on my share slides, is when you are more than 60 and you have an history of DVT, and if you have a major surgery and lifestyle also, yeah. So that's it. But it's not necessarily that you are standing long, you will have DVT. It would be really very serious complications already. Okay, my job requires me to stand a long period while wearing high heels. Am I high risk of group to the DVT? Oh, not necessarily, Jessica, but then to prevent you to have your tired legs, to prevent you to energize your legs, I will suggest or recommend start wearing the compression stockings, which we have a lot of varieties also. Yes. Okay, next. Wow, we got a lot. Okay, Joy Alegria. Hi, Joy. How many hours in flight is the minimum that you recommend to wear compression socks a week?
That's an interesting question, and it's one that is very common actually, because everyone will know of flight socks. Flight socks are essentially the same compression level that we are looking at with our FitLegs retail range. So they can be used for flight socks. The reason that people coin them flight socks is because there is an increased risk of flight-related deep vein thrombosis when you are in the air at such a high kind of altitude in the air. Sorry, the question's just gone.
Minimum hours?
The minimum amount of hours. It really depends on how long your flight is, but there's no adverse effects to wearing a pair of compression socks for the entirety of your flight. We would recommend that if you're wearing the anti-embolism stockings, that you obviously make sure you take them off for cleanliness purposes, to wash your kind of legs and to keep yourself clean. But the compression level isn't high enough in the class kind of 1 of compression, that 14 to 17 millimeters of mercury, to then you can wear them for your whole flight, basically.
Okay, hope Joy, Robbie was able to answer your question. Next, please. Okay, Jessica Lee. I've worn compression socks during my flight before, and I felt very uncomfortable. The socks are very tight, and after a few minutes, I took the socks off. Am I wearing the socks wrongly?
That's an interesting question. I think that you need to make sure that the socks are the right size for you, and I think that if you measured your kind of ankle circumference and calf circumference before, that would be much better when you're choosing the size of the product. It sounds like those socks were too tight for you, unless it was a pair of socks that was a higher level of compression. Then that might be the reason as well, is that there was a higher level compression socks. But without knowing what the product was, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's a good question. Yes. So better know your size. Okay, Jessica? Sim Anwi. Hi. How to buy the socks? Yes, you can scan the QR code or go to our online store, healingfromhome.com. Next. Okay. More? Is there a lot of more questions? No, nothing. Nothing pop up already. Any more? Is there any more? Okay, Jason Ko. Is there recommended frequency or duration of wearing the compression socks to be more effective?
Well, it depends on what product you have bought for what purpose. So if you're looking to reduce kind of aches and pains in your legs, it's going to be that you're going to want to wear the compression socks whilst you're standing on your feet all day, and whilst you're walking around on your feet. If you're looking to wear them for recovery purposes after exercise, then the best time for you to wear them and the recommended frequency and duration of that would be a couple of hours post exercise. And the longer the better, really, to help to stimulate that blood flow and to improve your recovery.
Okay, the longer the better. From Annette Mango Pua, is the compression sock suitable for the elderly group?
Yes, they are suitable for the elderly group. We would recommend that you would go for the lower level of compression product. So where the sports product is a slightly higher level. Sometimes in the elderly group of patients, you can have slightly more fragile skin, and that could lead to some kind of skin irritation with higher compression. But we would recommend that you go and visit a healthcare professional to kind of to work that out. But the lower level of compression with the Life, the Everyday, and the AES, they're perfectly suitable for elderly patients.
Okay. Lily Lu Li Nyo. I have varicose veins on my left leg since young and worsened after pregnancy. Is this considered DVT?
No. So, no, varicose veins are a separate condition to a deep vein thrombosis. Varicose veins, they happen. They're something that you need to talk to your healthcare professional about to manage those symptoms. And yes, some compression products can help to manage those varicose veins. It depends on the severity of them and which level of compression that you need. So I would advise going and talking to a doctor about that and the conditions.
Okay. From Shaylee Hing. How do we know the compression percentage that we requires to find the correct fittings? Thank you.
How do we know the compression percentage that we require to find the correct fitting? I'm not sure I understand the question. Sorry, Shaylee, but
Maybe is it the compression of our compression socks?
yeah. So, well, the levels of compression for the retail range for the sports, you've got 18 to 24 millimeters of
Yes.
mercury. For the Life and the Everyday, it's 14 to 17 millimeters of mercury, and then for the anti-embolism stockings, that is 18 millimeters of mercury. Following that Seagal's profile that I showed, as it kind of gradually decreases the amount as it goes up the leg.
Yes. Jessica Lee. Should I wear compression socks to bed?
You can do, yeah, if you want to, and that makes you feel comfortable, and you feel the benefits of that more, then you absolutely can wear them.
Okay, can wear nighttime. Okay. Maureen Lam. Should wear above thigh or below?
So it depends, really. It depends, and it depends on if you've spoken to your doctor and things like that. But there are arguments that the below knee products are as effective in increasing blood flow as the thigh length. So it's really about preference as well, and which is best for you.
Okay. Next, Lililu Linyo. Usually varicose veins occur in one leg. Is this normal or both legs can have varicose veins?
This can be normal, to my knowledge. But again, with varicose veins, it's slightly different from deep vein thrombosis. It's very different from deep vein thrombosis. So the varicose veins can occur in either leg or both legs. but you would need to go and consult a healthcare professional to get treatment for it.
Yes. Okay. Next. Well, we got a lot of questions. Jessica Lee, there are many types of brands in the market, from cheap to expensive ones. How should we shop for the good quality compression socks?
Well, that's an easy one to say. You've got to go
Buy
to
FitLegs.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah. Go to
Buy
FitLegs.
FitLegs. Please.
Feeling
Yes.
from home.
Yes. Okay. Maureen Lam, what is the color coding for?
So that is with the anti-embolism stockings. So the color coding is shows the size of the product. So some in the UK, hospitals will have hundreds and hundreds of anti-embolism stockings, and they will fit the patients with them if they are at risk of DVT. So to have that color coding, that means that they can then make sure that the patients are in the right size, and it means that they know what size product is on the patient when they then go around and check and do their kind of checks to make sure that there's no issues with capillary refill in the toes, or any issues with kind of pressure sores and things like that.
Okay, my grandma is currently bedridden and cannot move her feet much. Although she's doing physiotherapy every week, should I buy compression socks for her?
Yeah, I think this is a great example of somebody who would benefit of compression socks. Particularly, as we say, one of the risk factors of DVT is not being able to move or being immobile, which means that then you're not able to get that blood flow into your legs, as you're not able to kind of walk or facilitate that blood flow. So wearing graduated compression stockings will definitely help there.
Jason Cole, does FitLegs also suitable for those with flat foot?
With flat foot, I'm not sure I know what flat foot is. Is there
Flat-footed? Is it flat-footed?
Yes. Yes. So yeah, they are suitable for people with flat foot.
These are still suitable. Yes. Maureen Lam, where to get the FitLegs? Of course, healingfromhome.com, and we will have a 23% discount from today until December 31st. Okay? Yes. 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 Okay. Next, please. My husband has insomnia and problems sleeping at night. Will wearing compression socks during the day help him to improve sleep quality?
If the issues around sleeping, around having tired and achy legs, then reducing that could definitely help with sleep quality. But it does depend on your husband and the reasons for the insomnia, etc.
Yes. How to wash, care, and maintain the quality of the socks, since we would be wearing it almost daily?
So this is a great question, and what we would recommend is that you buy 2 pairs of the product, and then you can alternate those in a wash, and make sure that you maintain the quality. In terms of how to wash them, all of the washing instructions and everything are all on on our websites and on Healing from Home's website, and actually are on the packaging of the products that come, and they slightly vary based on the makeup of each product.
Okay. Next. Annette, when should we change to a new compression socks?
Great. Yeah, this is a great question. So we've tested these compression socks and they maintain their properties for up to 60 washes. They maintain them for more than that, but that's the limit that we've tested up to. You will be able to feel from the benefits that you're having. If that starts to go away, then maybe it's a new pair of compression socks might be needed. But they're very durable. I mean, I've had multiple of the different ranges, and they've lasted me an extremely long time with lots of uses.
Okay. Next, Jason Cole. How long can we see the improved results after wearing FitLegs?
Well, that depends on what you're using them for. But if it's to Oh, that's a question that's come up a couple of times. Cool. But if it is to relieve some of those tired, achy legs, then if you're wearing them during the day, and if you're wearing them whilst you're standing for long periods of time, then you should see results extremely quickly. And you'll notice the difference from when you weren't wearing them before, if that makes sense. So you should see results very quickly. Same if you're using them for sports reasons as well. So you should see the results very quickly.
Okay, it's the same as a Yakote question also. Hope we answer your question. Next, please. Oh, we got a lot of questions.
We have a lot of questions.
Yes. Diabetic patients can wear?
Yes, diabetic patients can wear, but we do recommend that you discuss with a healthcare professional before use to make sure that in case you do have some with diabetic patients, you can have extremely fragile skin and almost a numbness to the area. So we would recommend that you discuss with a healthcare professional before fitting.
Okay. Sarah Hussein, any physical store to buy those socks? Yes, we have in 15 Taiseng. Just make an arrangement, scan the QR code. You can visit our showroom. Okay? Thank you, Sarah. Yes, scan the QR code. You can visit. We have stocks. Okay? Next, please. Lily Lu, thank you for addressing my question. Noted, kind advice. Okay. Welcome, Lily. Showway Lee, please post the code to get the discount. Yes, Showway, we will post the code. No worries. Yes. And don't forget the discount code. You need to put in yes. Now it's flashing near the face of our handsome guest speaker, Robbie. Okay. Next. Maureen Lam, is the website Healing from Home to order? Definitely. One and only online store website. Next. Just thank you for answering all questions patiently. Welcome, Jessica. Thank you for answering. Welcome, Maureen. Yes. Haruko, can pregnant and confinement mothers be benefited from wearing it?
Yeah, so this is actually an area or a segment of people that we target to wear the compression products because sometimes when with pregnant mothers, you can have water retention issues in your legs and some kind of edema build-up and swelling. And as we said on the slides before, that the compression can help to reduce that as well. And to keep your legs healthy is also great with that compression and the increase of blood flow.
Okay, Annette Mangopua, great. Thank you for the explanation. You're welcome. Wow, up to 60 washes. That's great. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much for the answers. Welcome, Jason Call. Yes. Do we have... Okay, can I wash in washing machine?
Yeah, you absolutely can. As we say on the products, they have the kind of settings that you need to use for each of the products. But the only thing you can't do is tumble dry them. So they'll need to be dried on a radiator or hand dried.
Annette Mango, so many benefits. Time to shop. Yes.
Brilliant.
Okay. Can flash the code again? Okay, we will flash. Okay, yes. HFH-happy-23 until December 31st. If you wish to order bulk orders, yes, also, of course, you can scan the QR code also. Okay? And yes, do we have more?
I think that's it.
Oh, yes. Okay. Okay, if hand wash, can wash more than 60 times.
So with the yes, I mean with the 60 washes, that's what we have tested up to. That doesn't mean that they then don't work after 60 washes, if that makes sense. So yes, you can wash more than 60 times. The only reason that you would need to change is if you stopped feeling the benefits of the compression socks, and we've tested that up to the 60 washes. So it could last for more than that.
Okay, should you wear compression socks after surgery?
Yeah,
Yes.
so anti-embolism stockings after surgery are really common to be worn, and to help to, because one of the risk factors is undergoing major surgery. Another one of the risk factors is being immobile, which often happens after major surgery. So using anti-embolism stockings afterwards is a really sensible idea, and something that can increase blood flow and help to prevent the deep vein thrombosis.
Okay. Now, how long should you wear compression socks after the surgery? It depends on that.
It's quite specific, but it's very similar to the previous question. It would depend on what your doctor would recommend, but in common cases, you would wear anti-embolism stockings all day if post-operatively. So you would wear anti-embolism stockings for 23.5 hours a day is what we recommend. So you can then take the product off, bathe yourself, clean your kind of legs, make sure your hygiene is there. But we would recommend to be wearing them 23.5 hours a day after surgery.
Okay, so I think that's all. That's the last question for our live webinar. I just want to say thank you, Robbie, for accommodating and become our guest speaker. And I'm looking forward to collaborate again with you. Yeah, because I think you are really a great speaker and can share a lot of things about compression socks and compression stockings. So thank you, Robbie, and maybe see you next year. Okay, for another live webinar, guys. If you like to bulk order, you want to see physical stocks also, you can go just scan the QR code. And if you wish to buy for yourself, for your friends and family this coming Christmas, still you will have the chance to have this 23% off. Just put the discount code HFF Happy 23 and you will have a 23% discount because of this live webinar, because we are generous. We want you to be happy this Christmas. Okay, so thank you so much. So thank you to our BTS, behind the scene marketing, Calvin and Yilin, for the assistance, and thank you. Advance Merry Christmas to everyone. Love yourself, love your legs. Bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye, Robbie. Thank you so much.